How's it going, folks? My name is Patrick, builder for Project Morivvia, and today we are going to be giving you a quick little tutorial on how to build a small Morivvian house. Now, this is a house design that I did create nearly a decade ago, but it's scattered throughout the world with different variations, and today we're just going to show you the nice little basic one. I do not have actual block counts for you, so just make sure you follow along closely and feel free to pause the video at any point. But as far as the types of blocks you're going to need, you can see them. They're all right here. So, not too bad of a selection. The frame is made of oak, and we always want to make sure we start off with the frame, obviously. I'm just going to honestly just grab some of these blocks, not all, obviously, but just enough so we can get started here. And look at that. We've already used up half of all our materials, and it's only filling a hotbar, so it's really not too bad. So, first of all, this is a very small house, and it's going to go rather quick. So, yeah, I hope you all enjoy. So we start off, we want to make the foundation of the house. It's always 3 blocks in the middle, total of 5 blocks wide. And then we want a nice little block there on the corner, and then just continue this pattern with 3 blocks in the middle. Oh, hang on. There we go. And we're just going to connect it all the way around. As you can see, nice little outline here. It's 3 blocks. Go to the corner, 3, 3, 3, 3, all the way around. And yeah, so there's that, the nice little foundation. We want to build it up 4 blocks total, so an additional 3 on top of the foundation. And this is just the base level floor. You're going to hear a lot of clicking in this video between my mouse and my mechanical keyboard. Once we have the 4 block tall pillars, what we want to do, honestly, is we just want to connect these. Once again, we need a frame. Now, this is going to look a little weird in just a moment, and you're going to see why. You're like, wait a minute, what about those corners? They look kind of bare or bland. Well, let's just add a block to make it a little bit more blocky, and this is what's going to allow us to get the shape and really have a nice second floor here. So here we go. Boom. Just like that. What I love about this foundation design is this whole design language can really translate into larger buildings very easily. It's just plug and play. I'll be showing tutorials on larger builds later on in the YouTube channel, but that's the frame for the first floor. Going up to the second floor, what we want to do is we want to build pillars that are 2 blocks high, alternating, so we have spots for windows. Have a space in the middle for each one. And there we go. Second floor is almost done for it. Now, you know how I mentioned windows? Obviously, we don't want to have windows on every single one, so we're going to do an alternating pattern here. So, just so you all see, this is going to be a window. This one right here, this little area, is not going to be a window. This is going to be a window, and we're just going to repeat that pattern. So the corners, obviously, those are both windows, no window. So you see where the actual pillars come up from the foundation? Those are going to be our windows. Any section without a pillar, no window, because we want to have space for details still. So we're just going to follow this all the way around. I might eventually get block counts for you all and comment them on the specifics you need if you ever want to do this in survival, but we're doing this for creative, so yeah. Now, let's do the foundation, or the nice little frame up top. So I want 3 sideways logs right by the edge here, going 1 block in. This is really hard. This is really, really hard to actually explain this while playing. Can't really multitask. So, okay. So there we go. There's the foundation. And third floor. Once again, we have the 3 blocks. Add 2. And a little arch for the window. And there you have it. Repeat on the other side. And that's pretty much the entire foundation for this home here. So, on to the next block, our oak planks. Now, wherever we have a window, we want to have the oak planks. At least on the edge of it. Just go all the way around. And that's it for our oak planks pretty much. Now, we will add more later, but we're just doing the bare bones. I always like doing the roof first, or the top sections, because that gives you, you know, your spread on what the building's going to look like, and then fill in all the details later. It's easier to take down a building that just has the structure and the roof, rather than all the details, because you don't even know if it looks good. But I know this design looks very good. So, we have all the planks now. We switch to our oak stairs. Now, we want to go around this and kind of frame the window. See that? So we have the stair going in for this arch. When the arch ends, we close the arch. And any section where there is no arch, we're going to put a stair facing us. So we're just going to continue this design all the way around. Once again, when it's not having an arch, you have the stair face us. Pretty simple, honestly. I have built these homes in survival. It's just a little tedious, but they look nice. Like I said, you can expand them very easily, which is what I like about them. There's a lot of different variations. So, there you go. There's the stairs. Now, on this second floor, we take the oak slabs. On the corners, you want to put one block below. And then where the arch is, we don't want a full block up here showing. So you put it in the middle. And you just want to connect them all throughout. As you can see. We're just going to go around this real quickly. I know a lot of tutorial YouTubers, they showcase the tutorials step by step, and they're all crazily edited. Well, I already have a YouTube channel based on Magic the Gathering. It takes me a lot of time, so this channel's like, you know, I'm just going to share what I know with building, and I'm just going to do minimal editing. So, I hope you all enjoy it. I don't have that much time on my hands. So, that's the roof portion for the second, as you can see in this building, and this building, you know, same design language. For the frame up here, this is where it gets interesting. So, we want to have these top section 2 blocks out, middle section another 2 blocks out, and then we want to taper it in. So, have it go 1 more and 1 block in. So, the way this looks like, if we do opposite order, on the bottom half, it's 1 block away from the arch. It's 1 block sticking out from the arch. Second block up, 2 blocks, third block up, 2 blocks. And there you have it. So we're going to connect this real quick. And here we go. Once again, very simplistic design, but it's the elements. It just makes it look really good. Oh. There we go. We're gonna have to turn it back to day very shortly. We're losing daylight here. So there you go. There's the base of the house. Now, we can add an additional frame on the side because it does look rather bland. And we will do that in a little bit. But we want to first close off the section of the roof. So, obviously this looks a bit too much, a bit too tall. So we're going to have to add 2 stairs to the frames and an oak slab in the middle. And that just makes it, you know, it tidies it up just a little bit. And you'll see why I do this momentarily. Especially since there's this big gap in the middle here. So, we want to take our stone brick slabs. And this is like the trim of the house. So, on the corners here, where the frames, you want 1 slab, right? And then, over the window frames, turn it back to day, you want to add 2. So, it's a nice little flat piece. If there's no window, and it's just a long hallway like this, not hallway, but, you know, a long portion, I like just putting a stone brick stair and then a slab. Once again, we have this arch. So we put one right up there and then two on the bottom. And we're just going to repeat this design all the way around and have it alternate. And there you go. Once we have this done, we have the stone brick stairs, and we want to have them go upside down. Just adds further detail to the exterior. Gives it a nice little rustic look, almost. There you go. As you can see, it's coming together. The top section, very simplistic. Have these stone brick slabs. Oh, same design up top. And just connect it. Just like that. Now, like I said, if you are unhappy with the side here, there's a few ways we can tackle this. What I like to do, honestly, is delete this section, right? And you can follow the same design language. So, oh, that's the wrong block. If you have, once again, 3 blocks horizontal, 2 blocks vertical, 1 block sticking up, we can make another little window arch area. And I like working backwards with this. So once again, work from the top, 2 blocks out, 2 blocks out. And this has to say, actually, wait a minute. Yeah, that looks about right. So these arches are a bit different, actually. So it looks like they all stay 2 blocks out. Why does that not look? It doesn't look right. Oh, that's right. Okay, no wonder why it didn't look right. Okay, my apologies. Making a tutorial, and I don't even know how to build my own house. So 2 blocks out, and the bottom, we just want to take the stairs and change it ever so slightly. And then in the corners, I've never liked how Minecraft added this feature. Oh, actually, I like the feature. I just don't like it on the houses. So I ended up deleting the corners and adding oak planks. Just makes it a bit more blocky, and see how that stands out a little bit more, especially on the corners here when you're looking down low, versus if you're here. It just, you know, it blends in a little bit too much. Well, delete the little staircase there so we can look in. Once again, add the little steps. So there you go. Pretty simple stuff. Once again, add the little top notch here. And we have more detail on this side. Now, I'm going to do this on the other side once again, just so you all can see it. That was pretty botched when I was explaining it. So my apologies. Hopefully we can understand a little bit better this time with my explanation. Once again, 3 blocks across, 2 blocks up, 1 in the middle. Then add, I'm missing every click. Add 2 blocks across for stairs, 2. Delete the bottom and make it turn. In the joints here, add oak planks. You can kind of preemptively do it too if you know what you're doing. Once again, like I said, if you get lost at any point, I know I'm going rather fast, feel free to just pause the video. So yeah, there you go. Oh. That's better. So, nice little section. Now, I have changed this in the past. Where is it? Where's a really good example? Where's another small house I've done? My goodness, I can't find a small house. Ah, here we go. In the past, what it looks like I do is I do the same thing, but the arch is 1 block lower. This is the same height. You know, 1 block lower doesn't look bad. But we're gonna keep it the same height for this video. But you can see, you can do slight variations, you know, it's just a slight change in design, and it really changed the roof line there versus the roof line here. Okay? So that's the beauty of it, is you can kind of change it and wing it, and it'll still look good. And then you'd be like, oh, you didn't world edit copy because that's different from this. Like, damn right it is. But they look the same, don't they? Okay, so here we go. This is where the fun begins. So, we have our overall house, what it's going to look like. Time to fill in the details. So what I like to do is I like to work from the inside. This I find is the quickest. Where all the windows are going to be with these logs facing upwards, we're going to add cobblestone. Let's do this very quickly. And then above the cobblestone, we want to add some glass panes. And there you go. That's the inside. That's how quickly it's able to be done. That way we don't need to fly around, we can just look. Now, to add detail on this section here, especially over here, where there's no window, we need to go back into... Actually, let me finish adding the glass so I can get rid of this block. Just have it put it in the top section here for each window. Okay, now I can get rid of that block. We're completely done with the glass panes for the rest of the video. In fact, we're done with the oak log. We should be done with the oak logs, as well as the oak planks, as well as the oak slabs. And anything else? Yeah, I think this is what we have. Okay, so now we want the cobblestone stairs, our quartz slabs, or our corpse stairs, I should say, our white wool, and let's add in some cracked stone bricks for safe measure. Okay, so here we go. Actually, I don't know why I still have the... yes, I do. I know why I have the oak stairs still. So, let's finish off this top section. We're going to add wool for all of these windows. Kind of makes it look like an English tutor, but you can see, you know, there's a lot of wood. There's not enough wool. So this is where the quartz stairs come into play. We want to have this design. So on the bottom rung and the top, we have the quartz stairs face us. And then in the middle, we have them facing each other. It just adds a nice little effect there. Now you can change this design. Let's say I want to change it up a bit. I don't need to follow quartz all the way around. I can do the same design with stone, cobblestone stairs. Now, on the sides though, I can place them further back, and it looks nice, but then I have to add a block in between, because you can see right through it, and that just decreases the amount of livable space within the home. So on the sides here, you can just press them right up against it, and it still looks a-okay. Once again, have the blocks face the middle, and of course, if you're going with a cobblestone route here, you're going to want to change it from wool to cobblestone, just so it looks like one cohesive thought. Whether you want that cobblestone, wool, that's up to you. It also does work with the spruce wood, as you can see, like right here. Looks rather nice. Now this design is a little bit different, but you can tell by the colors. Color code, it looks very nice still. So once again, bottom and tops face us, middle faces each other. And then over here, we want to keep it looking the same as the adjacent side. So let's just add the cobblestone and then fix the center here. So like I said, you can change out what you build with. This is the color palette though, so it still looks really good from this angle. And you have the white angle over here. So it just depends what you're looking at. There's a nice example of the spruce. All fits in within the color palette. So, now that we have this, these gap sections here, okay? All you want to do is place an upside down stair, and you're good to go. I mean, very, very simple. Now, if you don't have a big or a small opening like this, and you have a larger section, do we have a house with a larger section of that? We do. You can see you can kind of just alternate them. And then we're going to eventually fill those with some oak fence gates, but not quite yet. So now we are done with the oak stairs. Trash those. Going back to the oak logs. Okay. Oak logs. On the outside, we just want the oak logs to face us. And this just breaks up the design a little bit. Because once again, watch. This is what it looks like. Looks rather dark up there. We need to brighten it up. So we're going to do so by having the logs face us. And there you go. It just breaks up the design just a little bit. Done with the logs again. And we'll do the decorations last. Okay. Onto the stone brick stairs and these sections, as we mentioned prior. Any section without a window, put a upside down cobblestone stair just to fill it in just a little bit. Add some depth to it. Okay? Once you're there, you take your stone brick slabs and place them level with the windows on the base block. And just continue that design all the way around. For this section though, in the middle, have it go one down. You want it to follow the roof line almost for the second floor. So 3 across, 1 down. 3 across, 1 down. And just continue this pattern all the way around. Now I love these homes. They are not the largest on the inside because you can see, oh boy, we can look through it. Now I've experimented, maybe you can get away with trapdoors, but keeping it the same color until Mojang or Mojang, however you pronounce it, Microsoft actually decides to come up with like a flat stone block that you can place on the inside there that won't take up any room and still keeps the depth. Our solution is just adding some stone brick stairs. Like I said, not the largest interior, but it is 3 stories, so it makes for a nice, cozy little home. Okay, so there you go. Last use of these stone brick slabs. This section that's facing downwards is the only exposed oak log. You just want to place your slab on the outside. So I'm missing every block once again. Alrighty, now that that's done, I can throw you away. And we're almost done with it, believe it or not. Okay, so working on the base floor. We're gonna alternate between cracked stone bricks and normal stone bricks. Now the reason why I do this is you just want to add some depth within your build. Once again, extra texture. It does not matter where the cracked stone bricks go, just make sure there's less cracked stone bricks than there are stone bricks itself. So I like having 3 high and skip 1 in the middle, because honestly we won't be needing the one in the middle. Alrighty, so there's the base exterior. Once again, very easy to do if you're on the inside of it. On the outside, we want to take our stone brick stairs and place them right against each of these pillars. Go all the way around the building. There we go. We're done with those. Now, let's reorganize a little bit. In these middle sections, place cobblestone and then cobblestone stairs. Repeat that all the way around the building. Don't worry, we will make a space for a door towards the end. Before we get rid of the cobblestone stairs, we want support. Once again, see where this goes up and the 2 beams meet it. Support. Upside down cobblestone stairs wherever the log is going vertical in the middle here. There you go. Now it looks like the building. Oh my gosh, yeah, the building, guys. Now it looks like the building is supporting itself. Okay, the building, give me a break. Alrighty, get rid of the blocks we don't need. I don't need wool, I don't need quartz. Like I said, very simplistic build here. Now time for the decorations. And this is all we have left, honestly. So, we take the oak log. Now, for a shortcut build, I like placing 1 in the middle and then 1 out. If you're playing survival and you're not lazy like this, honestly, just place a block up here and put it on the outside. It'll create more room on the inside for you. But if you are lazy like myself, and you don't really care too much about the interiors, that's just faster to build it. But they both look the same. Just depends how much room you want on the inside. See, so I couldn't be bothered with fixing it there, so I just placed it. Okay. On these logs, stone buttons. We will see the stone buttons up on the 3rd floor. Just go all the way around. Any exposed log, place a stone button. I like to imagine this as like the supports, or like kind of like steel reinforced logs, or I don't know, something like that. And then we still have the gap here. So what I like to do is I like to place another log and then match it with the fence. Log, match it with a fence. Now, once again, this design has changed a little bit in the past for me. Let me see if I can find another quick example. Of course, I can't, because every house is a little bit different. So, yeah, they're all a little bit different. That's gonna be a bit hard to find. But you can kind of just wing it here. Like, if I wanted stairs, see, that's not gonna look good. That's not gonna look good. Maybe I can get away with a plank. Planks actually don't look bad. I'm gonna go with the plank, guys. I'm gonna see. Design language always changes, and that's why I'm making this video, because my homes do change depending on the day. So the important thing is they all share the same theme, and even if they're different, if they're side by side, very hard to tell the difference. So there you go. There's the top section. Pretty nice. Normally, once again, we use the defense gates, but that's okay. I do like that design. That's pretty neat. Okay, so back down to the bottom floor. In between each of these logs, this is where the fence gates go. My apologies for the amount of clicking on my keyboard. This just adds detail to the bottom, like so. Done with those. Oak fences in between here. Looks a bit bland compared to everything else. Put your oak fences against the oak logs in between each other block. Does it have a practical use? Probably not, but it looks nice. You know, you want the foundation to look nice and meaty. So that's what we did. We beefed it up a bit. And then, of course, we need the cobblestone walls, because it kind of looks like the building's just sitting on the ground. We want to make it look like it's planted, reinforced in the ground. So take your cobblestone walls and place them on the oak logs around the building. And there you go, guys. That's the house. I mean, like I said, pretty quick. It did take about a half hour to build, but that's also because I'm explaining it. I'm going much slower. Once you get the hang of this, you could probably crank these out within 15 minutes or so. And honestly, if you're cheeky and smart with World Edit, I am not, you could probably copy half of this house and then rotate it and just paste and do the other half of the house and just do it in like under 10 minutes. Now, as far as the doorway, yes, there are doorways. Now, there's a few ways of doing this. Okay, one way is going on the exterior here, like the skinny side, not the wide side, or the lank side, and just build up some nice pillars and have the logs face you with the stone buttons. Just make a nice little frame. Let's get some stairs, just like that. And yeah, add your spruce doors. So this is one way of doing doors, right? Looks nice. Another way is if you want on the side, obviously you don't want to have it where this block changes here, because then it's just way too much. So what I like to do is just one in the middle, 2 doors, and then keep it blank. Or even what you could do is you could do like a section that juts out with a nice little overhang here for reference. You know, just breaks up the design just a little bit. You don't want them all looking identical. And yeah, last but not least, last tip, lighting. So you can see it's a decent sized area. It's not very large, but it is 3 stories and it's cozy inside. So if you like cozy small houses, that's exactly what this tutorial was. Now for lighting, if you're in creative at least, I like making it look like the house is lived in. There's different lights, which means it's not lit up everywhere. It's not evenly lit, right? You're not gonna be able to tell from here, but if I change it to night, watch this. Time set 14,000. See how it looks like there's different rooms within the house where the lights are on? Obviously the whole thing is still lit, but some sections are brighter than others. As you can see, looks like someone is in this room, someone is in this room, but nobody is in that room. So yeah, that's the tutorial, guys. It's I hope you were all able to follow, and if you didn't, I mean, that's on me. So yeah, nice small house. Let me know your thoughts. I've been making homes in this style for a decade now. Obviously different variations and different sizes. And if you want to see more in more tip videos, how to make them larger, how to add different expansions, how to make them look different, leave a like and a comment down in the comment section below. Always helps me out. And just friendly reminder, I do have a Discord server, so if you're interested in joining that, feel free to take a look down in the description. So yeah, that's gonna do it, folks. I hope you all enjoyed once again, and I will see you next week with our following update for Project Morivvia. As I said, my name is Patrick, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, guys.